Welcome back to Philosophy Simplified, where we explore profound philosophical concepts in a way that is easy to grasp. In today's episode, we dive into two fundamental teachings of Buddhism: Anatta, the concept of non-self, and Anicca, the idea of impermanence. What do these teachings mean, and how can they change our understanding of the self and the world around us? Let's explore together. These two concepts form the bedrock of Buddhist philosophy, shaping how we perceive ourselves, our relationships, and our experiences. Let's start with Anatta, which is often translated as non-self or no soul. Unlike many other philosophies or religions that propose the existence of a permanent, unchanging soul or self, Buddhism asserts that what we consider to be self is, in fact, an illusion. The Buddha taught that what we think of as I or me is just a collection of constantly changing physical and mental components, known as the five aggregates or skandhas: form, sensation, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. These aggregates are not static. They are in a continuous state of flux. Because of this ever-changing nature, there is no fixed, unchanging essence or self that we can call our own. But why is this teaching so important? The belief in a permanent self leads to attachment, craving, and suffering. When we truly understand Anatta, we begin to let go of our attachments to ego, identity, and the notion of a separate self. This realization opens the door to nirvana, a state of liberation from suffering and the cycle of birth and rebirth. By seeing through the illusion of the self, we find a deeper sense of peace and freedom. Now let's turn to Anicca, the concept of impermanence. In Buddhism, everything in existence is in a state of constant change. Nothing remains the same, even for a moment. From the tiniest particles to the grandest cosmic structures, everything is subject to change, decay, and transformation. This includes our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Understanding Anicca helps us develop a sense of detachment and equanimity. When we grasp the impermanent nature of all things, we are less likely to cling to fleeting pleasures or resist inevitable changes, thereby reducing our suffering. It's like being in a river. You can either try to hold on to each passing wave, which is impossible, or you can learn to flow with the current, knowing that all waves will eventually pass. So, how do we apply these teachings in our everyday lives? Both Anatta and Anicca encourage us to embrace mindfulness, self-awareness, and acceptance. By recognizing the non-self nature of our thoughts and the impermanence of our emotions, we learn to respond to situations with more wisdom and compassion. Practices like meditation, mindful breathing, and self-reflection help us internalize these teachings, allowing us to live with greater peace, freedom, and understanding. Anatta and Anicca are not just standalone concepts. They are deeply interconnected. The recognition of non-self helps us understand impermanence, and acknowledging impermanence helps us see through the illusion of the self. Together, they provide a holistic framework for understanding the nature of reality in Buddhism. By embracing these teachings, we move closer to the Buddhist goal of enlightenment, freedom from suffering, and a deeper connection to the reality of existence. What are your thoughts on Anatta and Anicca? Have you experienced moments where these teachings resonate with your life? Share your reflections in the comments below. If you found this episode insightful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on our next journey into philosophy.